afraid to cry. Every step was a silence I carried alone. Every beat of my heart was a word never known. The branches bent low like they knew my shame. They whispered your face, they murmured your name. And there in the shadow where moonlight drowns, the Thariel waiting, the Thornbound. His vow was a question carved out of pain. His eyes held the memory of soft summer rain. He lifted the arrow, the forest grew still, and love was a fire I could no longer kill. Oh, Thornbound archer, split me apart, drive your wild roses deep in my heart. Better the wound than a lifetime told, better a scar than a silence of old. If truth is a blade, let it shine, let it start. Thornbound archer, awaken my heart. The arrow was light, but it burned like a flame. It opened my chest and it called out your name. Every fear fell away like leaves in the snow, and all that remained was the truth I must show. I saw in his gaze a sorrow concealed, a garden of longing forever sealed. For he who awakens the love we hide must wander the world with his own denied. He gave me the courage he cannot keep, a gift born of wounds that never sleep. He turned to the dark where the cold winds start, a guardian crowned with a shattered heart. Oh, Thornbound archer, split me apart, drive your wild roses deep in my heart. Better the wound than a lifetime untold, better a scar than a silence of old. If truth is a blade, let it shine, let it start. Thornbound archer, awaken my heart. They say he was once just a man in the spring, with love in his hands and no voice to sing. He buried his longing beneath the oak shade, and the forest remembered the vow that he made. The roots took his grief and forced it to thorn, crowned him in twilight, remade and reborn. Now every confession he sends into flight is a shot of his soul in the hush of the night. He walks where the trembling and tender stand, with mercy and fire in the same dark hand. He teaches the tongue what the heart must say, then fades like a ghost at the break of day. Oh, Thornbound archer, split me apart, drive your wild roses deep in my heart. Better the wound than a lifetime untold, better a scar than a silence of old. If truth is a blade, let it shine, let it start. Thornbound archer, awaken my heart. He loved her in silence through blossom and rain, watched her walk smiling in others' name. He blessed her departure with lips that were still, then carried his breaking to the forested hill. beneath the old oak where the red roots twine. He laid down his sorrow like spilled dark wine. The tree drank his grief till the night was undone, and crowned him with thorns in the place of the sun. And somewhere he lingers where lovers meet, in the hush between pulses in quickened heartbeat. A shadow of thorns and a whisper of flame, a keeper of courage who asks for no name. If ever you feel your chest burning bright, if words rise like stars in the middle of night, no Thariel walks where your fear once lay, turning your silence to song and today. Thornbound archer, split me apart. Let your fierce roses remake my heart. I'll carry the scar like a sacred sign, a mark of the moment your truth met mine. Though you walk alone in the endless dark, you kindle our love with a single spark. Thornbound archer, eternal and wise, you bloom in the brave and the spoken cry. So I speak your name to the listening air, and follow the path that your arrows dare. For love once awakened will never depart. I walk from the forest with an open heart.